Hello, everyone. I am Reed Now on Zero, and today we're going to be talking about Steven Spielberg rejecting the idea of updating movies for new audiences. No film should be revised based on lenses we now are either voluntarily or being forced to peer through. We'll jump into this article here from Bounding into Comics. It seems that audiences are not the only ones who have grown tired of being treated like children, as veteran film director Steven Spielberg has voiced his staunch opposition to Hollywood's penchant for updating its past works for quote-unquote modern audiences. The Fableman's director shared his opinion on the increasingly common phenomena during a recent appearance at the Time 100 Summit, an event meant to celebrate the publication's centennial by hosting leaders from the global Time 100 community to spotlight solutions and encourage action toward a better world as we look ahead to the next century. Timestamp is 3:15. Okay. Speaking at length about his approach to filmmaking, Spielberg was at one point asked if moderator and former Time editor-in-chief Edward Fensenthal, if there are films you would edit, looking back at them, is there something you would have done differently, particularly in light of his notorious decision to digitally replace the guns held by government agents chasing Elliot and his alien friend with walkie-talkies in the 2002 20th anniversary release of E.T. The Extraterrestrial, which the director quickly admitted that was a mistake. So let's see here. Timestamp is 3:15.
Well, are there films you would edit that you would, looking back at them, something you would have done differently? Say, I as an editor, I feel that way about some Time covers, not yours.
What sucks is I bought E.T. in 4K, so that really sucks.
But is there a sense of, I know at one point you took some guns out of E.T. and then regretted it.
That was a mistake. That was a mistake.
That was a mistake. Quote, I never should have done that, said Spielberg. E.T. is a product of its era. No film should be revised based on the lenses we now are either voluntarily or being forced to peer through. E.T. was a film that I was sensitive to the fact that the federal agents were approaching kids with firearms exposed, and I thought I would change the guns into walkie-talkies, but that was because years went by and I changed my own views. He explained, I should have never messed with the archives of my own work, and I don't recommend anyone do that. All our movies are a kind of a signpost of where we were when we made them, what the world was like, and what the world was receiving when we got these stories out there. So I really regret having that out there. It really sucks that I bought that 4K too. Oh, fuck. Informed by Fensenthal, censors were, quote, taking certain language out of Roald Dahl's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Spielberg was then pressed on whether he thought all art should avoid trying to retroactively apply today's standards to yesterday's work, prompting the Ready Player One helmsman to exclaim, nobody should ever attempt to take the chocolate out of Willy Wonka, ever, or the vanilla, or any flavor out of anything that has been written. It is absolutely, for me, it is sacrosanct. It's our history, our culture, our cultural heritage. Warts and all, interjected Felsenthal. Yeah, agreed Spielberg. I do not believe in censorship that way, yet you still chose to change the guns to walkie-talkies. Notably, this is not the first time Spielberg has expressed regret at his now infamous E.T. edits, which have been absent from all subsequent releases of the film, beginning with the 2012 anniversary Blu-ray, which is okay. So that's good. That's good. Hopefully, my version is. It seems like my version is. It doesn't have the edits. Per recaps of the 2011 screening of Raiders of the Lost Ark provided by the AV Club at Slash Film, the director told attending audiences that looking back at his decision, I was disappointed in myself. I was overly sensitive to some of the criticism E.T. got from parent groups when it was first released in '82, having to do with Elliot saying penis ref or the guns, and I thought, if I change some things, he continued, it was okay for a while, but I realized what I had done was I had robbed people who love E.T. of their memories of E.T. So at least he realized his mistake, and he went back and fixed it. Unlike George Lucas, because the edits with Han not shooting first is absolutely terrible, which is why they made the people that are out there doing a project called 4K 77, which fixed that problem and made the movie look better than Disney's versions of the 4K movies of Star Wars. But that's beside the point. So obviously Spielberg realized his mistake. He went back and changed his edits back to the normal version of the movie, which he regrets changing, which is actually a good thing. Most people in Hollywood don't understand their mistakes when they add dumb things like content warnings to movies like Peter Pan and Alien. Meanwhile, there's ratings, and these things came out at a different time, and people should realize that instead of being offended all the time like a bunch of pussies, because these people wouldn't survive things like a Modern Warfare 2 lobby or Halo 3 lobby back in the day. But I'm glad that he is speaking out and talking about this, because not a lot of people in Hollywood talk about things like this and make good movies as great as Steven Spielberg has. He has a great lineup. This man go down in history, one of the greatest directors of all time. For things like E.T. and Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark. But that's all I got for this video today. Thank you all for checking it out. If you do like the video, hit the like button. Comment below what you feel about all this. Subscribe for more content. Hit the bell for notifications. Set it to all that we get notifications anytime I post a new video. And I will see you all on the next one. Peace.